Hey Pokemon fans, Real Mama Eagle here, also known as Key, and in this video I'm going to talk about why I think Bede is the best rival in Pokemon. The opinions in this video are my own, based on my experience playing the game, and based on how I think Bede ranks and rises above everyone else. Before we get into this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments which rival in Pokemon you think is the best. And you can even use rivals from the anime or other aspects of Pokemon as well. Now let's get started. Before I talk more about Bede, I want to let you all know that I did do a video ranking the Pokemon rivals previously, which I will link in the description. But I think Bede is superior simply because they brought back that angry rival that we saw in Gens 1 and Gen 2. The rival that talked crap to you, the rival that wanted to spar with you and battle every single chance they got. The rival that literally tried to race you to the finish, try to beat you to the punch to every single thing, whether it was beating a gym leader or collecting badges. And to be perfectly honest, if you look at gens after Gen 2, rivals almost got progressively too nice to the point where they didn't even feel like rivals anymore. In Gen 3, Brendan and May were nice. In Gen 4, Barry was nice, except for when he was fining you. In Gen 5, Bianca and Sharon were nice. And then Hugh in Black and White 2 was nice. In Gen 6, Calum and Shauna were nice. In Gen 7, Hop was pretty much too preoccupied in eating, which I understand, to really show anything towards you, but he was also very nice. So when we got Bede in Gen 8 being mean to you, I was so happy to see that. You show up to Galar Mine number 1, you see Bede there, and he's like, oh, you're garbage. And then he beats you, and then he still calls you garbage again, which is great. He literally gets disqualified from collecting badges and participating in the gym challenge because he destroys a landmark in Stow Side. He actually committed vandalism and he constantly talked crap to you. He even tried to use you as an excuse to battle later to escape from his mentor, which was pretty funny. So he does all these heinous and wild acts, and it makes him a really special and fun rival to me, and definitely sets him above the rest. In addition to wanting to beat Bede all the time, he had tremendous character development. I love the fact that when you first meet Bede in Galar Mine number 1, he's rough around the edges, he's rude to you, he's nasty, talks crap to you no matter how many times you beat him, and he just has that competitive edge. But I love the story elements to Bede too, because Bede is basically a person that is on his way. The gym challenges at his feet. He has a chance to become champion, become strong, and then of course when he destroys that landmark in Stow Side, that's all taken away from him. He's forced to become a gym leader, but he still has those values where he's very angry. He's very, mad about what he lost. But then in the post game, you see a switch. You see that time in the gym has been good for him. That time being mentored by Opal has been good for him. And he helps by getting rid of the Dynamax Pokemon in his stadium at the end. Then he has a actually pretty meaningful and heartfelt battle with you, where after he concedes, basically admitting that you are better, and he's accepted that, and that he's gonna go and try to find his own direction in life. And honestly, I thought that was a really good message. One thing about Bede that I really don't think is mentioned enough is the fact that he has great style. Bede is a character that was very well designed. Game Freak obviously put a lot of thought and a lot of love into Bede. I love the curly gray hair, the way he flips it, a lot of confidence. I love the cool high top sneakers, and I love the long coat that Bede wears. But more importantly, I like the fact that they took a character that was pretty strong and pretty masculine, had those features, and put him in a color, pink, that a lot of people would deem more feminine, even though I think people can wear whatever color they want to. But I like that they went for it there, basically to show that there's multiple ways of masculinity, even toying with the idea of fluidity in a sense. But I thought it was pretty neat, and I love the way Bede styled, even as a gym leader. Even though at the start of this game and throughout most of the story, Bede's a mean character, but Bede is actually quite aspirational. And you're probably like, Key, it's a Pokemon game, it's not that deep. But hear me out for a second. Bede is aspirational because Bede is the type of person who works hard for something, but his actions take that away, and he has to learn the consequences of his actions, which is something we kind of go through in daily life. Not to mention, Bede is given a great responsibility of being a gym leader, but you can tell that he has conflicted feelings with it. It's kind of like when we get an opportunity in life and we try to think if it's the right opportunity for us, we're kind of toying the line, but then eventually we grow into the role and realize that things ended up the way they should be. And then we go off in a different direction than we expected. Kind of cheesy, kind of corny, I know, but it's a great lesson by Pokemon. Do you agree that Bede is the best Pokemon rival, or is there another rival that strikes your fancy? You may be a nostalgia person and love Gary from Gen 1 and Silver from Gen 2. You may even love the friends in Gen 6 and X and Y, even though it's probably likely that you don't. Or maybe you would love someone like Barry or someone like Hugh. Let me know in the comments section down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe as well. I am also Real Mama Eagle on all social media platforms, and I do live streams at twitch.tv/. Instagram.com/Real Mommy Eagle. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.